Sky Squad, does GNA really stand for Giselle and Ashley, or does it actually stand for Gangstas and alcohol? That's the question that we're asking today, or rather, that's the question that Jazzy and Stacy have for Ashley when they confront her in next week's episode. Spoiler alert for anybody who don't want to be spoiled, but if you want to be spoiled like me, go ahead and stick around for this video. But first things first, before we get into that, we got to talk about what Drew thinks of the new cast for this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to talk about it in just 1 second. So if you like reality TV related news and content, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, and smack that like button right this second. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and stage dive into what we got to talk about today. Drew Sidora. I saw this actually a couple of days ago, but I didn't get a chance to talk about it because, listen, I ain't even get a chance to say this, but like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, really Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I was kind of down with a stomach virus or whatever like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to, I can't move, right? Okay. So it's about to be me and the couch and the bathroom. Okay. TMI, but that's how we do around here. We family. So anyway, that being said, let's talk about what Drew had to say about the new cast for the Real Housewives of Atlanta for this coming season. Now, in an interview, Drew says that she is not impressed with this new cast. And I just wonder why. Like, Drew, why is it that you are not impressed? She lets us know that she would prefer to have the season 15 cast back. Yes, Marlo, Sanya, but most especially Kenya Moore. That's her girl. She misses Kenya. And I think that would also include Candy, who she also, interestingly enough, beef with this past season. So, first of all, I want to know what you guys think about this. Now, this is what I think. And I think that our friends over at Mr. Housewives who posted this has it correct too. This most likely means that Drew is feuding with most of the new girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be something going on there that is lending itself to her saying this. Now, when you go ahead and do a scrollerization, you can see the interview clip right here so that you guys can watch it for yourself, courtesy of Us Weekly. Now, kind of getting back to it, I would have to wonder, like, well, okay, Drew, who is it? Who are you beefing with? All right, so let's take an educated guess because I would have to wager that she was probably speaking about Kelly Farrell, okay, who we have seen posted up quite frequently with Shamia Morton. We know that Shamia and Drew were beefing just about a month ago, okay, because Shamia came out and said that basically Drew was a liar, pants on the fire. Drew responded with a clapback tagging Shamia in the post, and Shamia also responded as well. So we know that it is at least she's beefing with Shamia. I would also wager to believe that that would also include Shamia's girl, Kelly. We also had found out that Drew and Portia stopped following each other, right? Or at least that was the case because because Dennis, and I don't know if this was the reason why, but we just put the clues together, had produced her new single 5 on it. Okay. So the only other person that we've seen her posted up with, and we know that she was close with Kenya, who is gone. The only person that we have seen her post with is Britt Edie. Okay. Now, as you guys know, Britt has done an interview with her husband on a podcast. So we got a bit of tea last week about that really good interview. If you haven't checked it out, please go ahead and do so. So I would have to wonder, it must be Kelly and Angela that she is speaking about, Angela Oakley, for those of you guys who may be unfamiliar. She does go on to praise Cynthia Bailey for coming back, and she wishes that Cynthia Bailey got more screen time because, as you guys remember, it was Cynthia who brought her into the show. Okay, remember that, right? So, who do you guys think that? Do you guys agree with me? I mean, is Drew most likely beefing with most of these girls, and that's why she don't really like them? Otherwise, why would she say it in general? And I guess really the question is going to be why? Okay. Will we find out with the new season premieres in early 2025? Okay. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about something that's actually on the air, and that is Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, in order to really get down into the get down, again, we're going to talk some spoilers, right? Now, in order for us to really get into this clip, I got to tell you about the clip that we did not talk about, but I posted the link for in the recap video that we did yesterday. Now, the clip that was making its rounds on Sunday night was the continuation of Giselle kicking Mia, Jazzy, and Stacey out of the event for arriving at 8:03 after Ashley told them that they needed to arrive by at least 8 p.m. All right. Giselle is running through with security and kicking them out. So they do leave. They do try to explain to her what was told to them by Ashley, but Giselle is having none of it. And she asked them to leave, cackling with her friends as she has them escorted out. Stacey, Jazzy, and Mia are upset, okay? As they are on their way down, Ashley tries to stop one of them or two of them to talk to her, and Jazzy is the only one that stops and says, listen, you know, we arrived here at 8:03, okay? And that you said for us to arrive here at 8 p.m. And I would have rather been not invited at all if you're going to be upset about me arriving 3 minutes after the time that you told me that I needed to be here, right? Now, this is going to be particularly important, this kicking of the women out, because as you will soon see, they also were then telling Giselle and her friends on the inside were like, oh, well, they should go take them the QR code out there so they can at least donate or whatever like that. Why anybody would donate after you then kick them out is beyond me, okay? And to be honest with you, if I wanted the money, for real, if it was really about the money and not for the dramatics, you wouldn't have kicked them out. You would have been the business person and put your business hat on and been like, give me your money. And I'm really eyeing you now because you didn't even make the whole event. So I'm expecting at least $1,000 per head, okay, or more for each person that was late, particularly. Okay, I expected that. Actually, I expected $1,000 in general, but now I'm expecting two. Okay, and I'm gonna really put the pressure on you because you was late. Now that would have been something right there. But Jazzy and the girls continue on. They get into the Sprinter van. Vivian also follows them. Stacey is really upset. She is shaking. Okay, and Mia is just like, girl, listen. I do not know why they are acting the way they're acting. Giselle is acting real up like stank right now. And she better not invite me over to her house with her Willy Wonka furniture. Yes, she does say that. Yes, she does say that. So Ashley comes running out trying to get them to do the QR code. And Jazzy promptly hits that button on that Sprinter van to close that door. And Ashley's like, oh, harassment. Ma'am, what? I'm hoping it won't hurt to say harassment because I'm like, girl, you are harassing them, okay? You kicked them out, and now you are bum rushing the van to try to stop the door from closing, okay? If she closed it on you, it ain't no different from you closing the door on them, in my opinion. But that's just me, okay? Don't be running after me now to try to get my money after you done kick me out your event. So at that point, Jazzy tells her to go to bed because she got some bags under her eyes. And then that's that. All right. You know, the girls commiserate, they upset, they mad, and they drive off. Meanwhile, Giselle's on inside cackling with her friends, like, I got them girls out here, but you ain't getting no money. Anyway, nevertheless, the next thing that we see is this clip right here. It's a sneak peek, and Stacey is getting Jazzy and Ashley and Karen together. Now, more ladies may be coming. I really don't know. But it is Ashley who shows up first, and Jazzy's like rolling her eyes. And so, first of all, I mean, there's a couple of things I could comment on the scene. Number one is this bare and basic charcuterie board. Stacey, girl, no. I swear, if I see, okay, listen, I'm a charcuterie fiend. Okay, like I love charcuterie boards. So for me, and given what I know about this area, I know that there are people that you can call that will craft you a charcuterie board that looks elegant for about $100 or so. If not, I mean, maybe a little bit more, but I mean, so for me, if I'm having a filmed event at my house, like, okay, boom, charcuterie person, can you come and bring us some charcuterie so I can have a nice looking spread? It's just basically a big old tray. And so what we see at her house is just it looked like some cheese, like a couple of slices of American cheese out the wrapper, a block of cheddar, and 10 crackers lined up on the plate. I was like, girl, get out of here with this. You too, you come from the QVC world and where it's all about presentation and you put together the way you put together, and then you're gonna give me this little tiny piece of cheese on the plate. Anyway, I know I'm being picky. Okay, so anyway, so then y'all know I can tell a story, baby. So I was like, all right. So Ashley arrives, Jazzy. Ugh. And so, but when she gets in, she's nice and pleasant, but then they kind of go right in. So they're like, yeah, y'all kicked us out of that gangsters and alcohol event. And they basically tell it to her face. And Stacey's like, yeah, that's what y'all was acting like, gangsters and alcohol. Okay. Because it was real rude the way that y'all did it. So meanwhile, the doorbell rings and it's Karen. So Stacey go and get the door, the dog licking Karen up in the face. Meanwhile, Jazzy takes the moment to apologize to Ashley for, closing the door on her. At which point, Ashley's like, oh, girl, but my arm is hurt. You hurt my arm. You hurt me. You hurt me. I'm so hurt. Girl, really? And Jazzy's like, no, it did not. I tested that thing. We tested it right after I did that to you. And that thing closes real soft. And Ashley's like, well, you didn't know that before you did it. And I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm like, cry me a river, Ashley. You know that thing did not hurt you that bad. Otherwise, you would have filed some type of suit or something like that. Okay. I would some type of workplace, what do you call them? Workman's comp. Anyway, Jazzy was giving it to her. I mean, and I really did appreciate it because I felt like you're gonna see the way you see Jazzy kind of confronting Ashley is very reminiscent of the way you used to see Candace confronting Ashley. And here's the thing: Ashley acted as the messenger, and as she often does. So she really did put herself in the position of doing the dirty work that like, girl, why would you run back out to these people that y'all just kicked out? Like, your girlfriend just kicked them out. If Giselle wanted those people to go donate, then she would have ran out there and did it. But they sent you, okay? you 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 did it. It was you, Professor Plum. So anyway, it's a really good scene. I feel like this is gonna be an interesting season. I think interesting things are happening. Everybody seems to be really upset about this Karen and Giselle thing regarding their events, their clashing events. I personally feel like this is great. This is Housewives 101, right? I mean, like and I know that it's for a serious cause, and I do take that seriously in terms of what Giselle was, trying to raise money for. But the fact you will see her laughing in the clip previously from when they sent Ashley out there to go running to give them the QR code. So I just feel like there is some levity here in it. And for me, I feel like if we're gonna be getting more of this, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So that's what's going on with the Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Atlanta tea for y'all today. Just like I said, keeping y'all up to date on the entertaining pieces of reality TV as we do. With regards to that, make sure you guys keep it locked onto the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Make sure you guys tap into our Thailand trip. We are going March 1st through the 7th of 2025. Yes, we still have spots available. So if you are interested, go ahead and tap in now. You can do the payment plan. It is only 25% down to reserve your space. And then you can pay on it as you go. We also have a firm, so you can pay over time. You can take as long as you can, as low as I think like $141 per month. So baby, get it in. And if you want to get some cheap tickets, I think you could put airplane tickets on the payment plan now too. Also, somebody in our group who went to Bali is coming with us to Thailand, and she said that she found tickets online for about $500 to Thailand round trip. So, the trip ain't that expensive. So tap on in if you're trying to change your life. You want to have a good time with your boy and all the people that's coming. We are super excited and we cannot wait to add you to the Thailand group chat so we can start our preparations, our packing, all of our shenanigans that go on with, going on these trips. It is truly a bonding experience. And like I said, the trip to Bali changed my life. And I'm so happy that the people that decided to go went. I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anybody else. So with that being said, y'all know I love y'all and I'll catch y'all in the next video.